time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over. Not tired, I'm inspired, rewired. I know just what is required. My brain knows how to decipher the messages, looking brighter. Already paid up the piper, my game is getting much tighter. I feel my body on fire. Now it's game time. All the practice to prepare for this main time. I could do anything, that's my baseline. Go ahead and do you, I'ma make mine. You gon' read me in the headlines. Always go up, I don't know a decline. On the glow up, getting better with time. Yeah, I'm about to hit my prime.
The air is filled up with suspense. We've got our dreams we must affect, and we know what we represent.
So we'll keep fighting till the end. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till...
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the Sunday morning show for the last week of the NFL season. I'm here with my guys, Philly Halftime, Football Talk with Bo, and this other guy. I don't know who this guy is, but how's everyone doing?
Nobody knows. That's the entire point.
Yeah, it's just like a guy with a hammer. There's no nail. Yeah, Halftime, how you doing, bro?
Doing good.
Yeah, and Bo, how about yourself?
Yeah, doing good. How about you, man?
I'm doing good, despite the Sixers getting their ass kicked last night by Utah. I'm fine. You know what? I want to start with this guy here, below me, right here. Hey, look who just popped in. Cool Cat. Okay,
Good morning, Ray. Good morning, everybody.
How's it going, man?
I gotta ask you. Is it Cool Cat or Kitty Cat?
It's Cool Cat, Mitch. It's Cool Cat. It's Cool Cat.
Halftime loves that.
I know he loves that.
Hey, Skip gave you a good one. That was a good one. I'm not gonna say I don't knock it. When somebody has a good one, I have to tell them they had a good one.
Yeah, he had a good one.
All right, Tyler, good, bad, and ugly of last week, bro.
Mad about
All right,
it. Don't get mad.
I'm not mad about it, man. I'm not mad about it. It's just, it is what it is. It's not I'm not changing my name to no Kitty Cat or Kitty Cat Mitch. I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
I heard somebody wanted a question. Do you go sit in the corner and just meow?
Oh, man.
Can we get to the good, bad, and ugly, Mitch, please? Can we get back to the good, bad, and ugly?
Tyler,
I feel like
go
we already
for it.
got to the bad and ugly.
All right, so I'm going to do things out of order today. I'm going to start with my bad. The bad goes to me last week with already the worst hot take ever of saying the Packers would lose out, and they already ruined that prediction. So bad goes to me.
Change the name to meow.
I will leave this show if y'all don't continue. Y'all are going.
The ugly
Halftime, you asshole.
The ugly is going to go to the Eagles losing to the Cardinals, the worst team in the NFL.
There you go.
Oh boy, just hurts my soul to say that. And my good is going to go to the Texans. I actually saw a tweet on X, as it's now called.
I just don't call it Twitter.
Saying that this time last year, the Texans beat the Colts and dropped from the number 1 pick of the draft to the number 2. And this year, on this exact same day, the Texans beat the Colts to go back to the playoffs with their number 2 overall pick.
Oh, God. What? Wait, huh?
Little thing there. So this time last year, after the Texans beat the Colts, they dropped from the number 1 pick to the number 2. This time last year.
Yeah.
And now this year, they just beat the Colts to go back to the playoffs with that number 2 overall pick. So they went from the second to worst team in the NFL to now going to the playoffs in a year span. It's essentially what that tweet is saying.
That is true. Just like an ex-girlfriend, I call it ex-Twitter. All right. Yeah, that cold drop pass will haunt them in the off season. Oh god,
Yeah.
we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about that. But so Tyler, that was good. You did your good man ugly, right?
Yes.
I'm just like, I don't know, long day yesterday. Cool cat, how about you?
Good. Texans. Ugly. Whatever you, me, and Randy saw last Sunday.
Yeah.
And the bad, I gotta go with that Lions Cowboys game with the refs and stuff. That was a bad, man.
Yeah, halftime. You want to rant about that again?
Listen,
Here he goes.
I already told you. I mean, like,
I already told you.
in the beginning, before the game starts, the refs talk to the goddamn. They go in the home field and talk to their coaches. Any special plays we have to look out for. They tell them this. For some odd reason, some fans don't know this. They said they were going to have 2 offensive linemen out there. And that guy was reporting that ref was supposed to pay a fucking attention, and he didn't. So I agree with Cool Cat. That was a bad one.
All right.
So, my good would be, it's got to be the Baltimore Ravens against when they played Miami, because that's what we're working on, and they destroyed Miami. And my my bad would be the Detroit game against Dallas, because the refs gave them the screw job. And then my ugly is the Eagles.
Yep.
I mean, what the hell happened with the Eagles? That was so horrible. 1st and 20, you run the ball with your quarterback. What's it? 2nd and 16, you do the same thing, same exact play, and then you throw it to Gainwell
Bubble screen.
for a bubble screen that don't even make a goddamn bit of sense, and you got nowhere. The Cardinals did an onside kick. You're at their 40, and you mustered up only 9 yards. Everybody wants to blame the Eagles defense, but you can't you're on there. Just let our kicker kick the goddamn ball.
All right.
Because he didn't kick the ball from that far. I mean, you can't get nowhere.
Okay, halftime, you're about to wake up your family again.
I already did. I did it. I already woke him up with
He woke
Kitty
him up
Cat.
before the show. He knew what was going to happen.
Right?
I woke him up with Kitty Cat. Good morning.
All right, Bo, how about you?
So the good, definitely the Texans last night. The turnaround season to season is impressive. The bad was the Eagles dropping to the Cards. And the ugly is how bad the Panthers are playing now. Like they're solidly the worst team in the league for sure. But to get shut out by the Jags that doesn't play very good defense in general, man, that's a bad look. The Panthers clearly have just mailed it in.
But hey, Adam Thielen got 1,000 yards or something like that.
Well, I mean, someone had to do something.
I mean, that's Tyler's favorite team, so there you go. He loves the Panthers and the Titans.
Oof, rough season.
All right. So, Tyler, give me your overall reaction of the Texans clinching the playoffs.
Jeez Louise, where do you even begin? I mean, I don't think there was any singular person that was predicting the Texans to clinch a playoff spot. Honestly.
So
Uh-huh.
it's only their fault when I was on the draft show at the beginning of the season. Now, granted, he was a Texans fan, so there's some bias there. But yeah, he was after those first 2 picks. He's like, "Oh man, we might actually win our division." And I thought that was a little aggressive. I thought they were going to be a 7-win team, but still, I mean,
But even that, like, it's still extremely impressive. And
Absolutely.
I guess unless you're either Mitchell Miowski or
Wait,
unless
what?
you fucking heard me.
Okay, other guy, shut up.
Or unless you were a Texas fan, you were not predicting this team to make playoffs, especially in the fashion they have. Because as I just reiterated earlier, went from the second worst team in the NFL to this. I mean, to say that is a heck of a turnaround is an understatement.
Yep. All right. Cool cat. How about you?
This was a good game for C.J. Stroud. Salute the coach and all the players. C.J. Stroud is something else, y'all. See something else. And think about this. We don't know about Trevor Lawrence availability versus the Titans. But if the Jaguars lose, the Texans could win the AFC South. Think about that. DeMarcus Ware, I think that's the coach, and the quarterbacks. D'Amico Ryan and C.J. Stroud, AFC South champions with a loss from the Jaguars. You talk about an amazing season for the Houston Texans, man, I swear. But congratulations to D'Amico. Congratulations to C.J. Stroud. My only issue is you should have took some of the 49ers players with you.
Hey, all right. Halftime.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome because, like, all you thought was, like, when D'Amico Ryan was the coach, they're like, he's going to be a great coach. And then they got C.J. Stroud, but nobody knew what he was going to be in his first year. So when he went, I mean, he's doing this without even a number 1 wide receiver. He's doing damn hell of a job. I mean, all them guys are, and everybody might have went 7 or 8 wins, but nobody thought they'd be in the playoffs. So for them to clinch a playoff spot, that's saying something about D'Amico Ryans and that's the coaches, and they got a bunch of good players right there.
All right, Bo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot to add to that. Like they were well coached and they played, above and beyond what we thought they would this season. And the fact that they still have a shot to win that division is kind of crazy.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. He gets my offensive coach of the year. He's coach of the year, D'Amico Ryan. There's no doubt about it.
Because think about this, Mitch. With a loss from the Jaguars, D'Amico Ryan and C.J. Stroud, for the first time ever as the head coach and quarterback, can win the AFC South. Think about that.
This is incredible. Like, wow. Yeah, he's running away with it.
Now,
But no.
Should C.J. Stroud vote for Offensive Player of the Year, if not MVP?
He could. I mean, let his team go win a couple of playoff games and win the division. I'm telling you, Trevor Lawrence. I just saw him. He's walking in, but we'll see.
C.J. Stroud's not going to get both. One's going to go to the Baltimore Ravens quarterback. He's going to win.
Lamar.
Lamar Jackson's going to win the MVP, and then C.J. Stroud's going to get offensive rookie of the year. They're not going to give him both. It's not going to happen.
They should.
No.
But look at Lamar Jackson.
That is true.
He had a horrible year last year, having problems. They thought they were going to be Everybody in Baltimore wanted to trade him. Here he is, dominating, throwing 56 points up on Miami last week. And he's going to the playoffs, and everybody got Baltimore Ravens going to the Super Bowl. You didn't have Baltimore Ravens going to the Super Bowl in the beginning of the year.
That actually was mine. So I had Ravens Eagles as my Super Bowl pick.
Hey, I did too.
I kind of did too. I wanted Lamar and Jalen.
I'm calling bullshit. Too many people saying that. I called Baltimore Ravens.
Well,
you know that halftime. I was with you when I did that.
You can go back and watch the tape.
Bullshit.
All
I
right.
don't call bullshit anyway.
Bullshit.
All right. So we're talking about CJ Stroud, right? Where would you rank him in the NFL right now?
Woo!
I mean, he played like a top 5. I mean,
Not wrong. I mean, this guy. Echo?
yep.
It's me. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, he's definitely up there. I mean, I can't put him ahead of Lamar. I can't put him ahead of Mahomes. I can't put him ahead of, like, Josh Allen. I can't put him ahead of Herbert. I can put him ahead of, probably Hurts a little bit for this season. Hurts didn't have the best season.
Well, hold on.
I mean, neither did Mahomes in that scenario.
If you're talking this season,
Well, that's all you
I can put him over Josh Allen.
Doesn't Josh Allen have the most touchdowns?
Yeah, I think he leads. I think he leads both categories. I think he has the most touchdowns and most interceptions.
He's tied with Jalen Hurts with the most interceptions.
Oh, okay.
And most rushing touchdowns for a quarterback, they're tied for that too.
Mm-hmm. So, Tyler, where would you rank CJ Stroud?
I mean, it's kind of hard to argue that he's not top 10. With the way he's played this season, with the team he's had this season, to say he's not a top 10 quarterback, I think is just completely false. I would probably put him around, probably around number 7, number 6. So I don't think he breaks the top 5 quite yet, but he's definitely right on that edge with the way he's been playing.
Right. Yeah, he's got to be out there. I mean, he could have broken Andrew Luck's record, and we're going to talk about records in a little bit, if he did not get injured.
Mhm.
If he did not get injured, he would have blew that record out of the water.
Yep.
Crazy. So what is up, AM? How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's up? How you doing? Just waking up. Good morning.
You're
everyone.
good. You're good. So we're just talking about CJ Stroud and where will we rank him in the league right now?
Man, well, he is the best rookie quarterback ever. And he's improving every week. So it's crazy because I don't know. After the next game he plays, is he ranking even higher? It's like he's moving up every game. He's ranking higher and higher. Where would I put him? Man.
Like top 10, 15, like.
Well, again, this is just for this season. I mean, he's a
Yeah,
rookie.
that's for this season. Yeah,
All-time
yeah.
I'm not
rankings
gonna.
here.
Yeah, he's definitely not top 10 for like all time or anything like that, but definitely for the season with the way he's been playing.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Good job, other guy.
Yeah. It's a good question.
And that's actually a good point, too. Don't bother. That's
He got
actually a good
one.
point. Give him a true number 1 receiver.
See, I'm curious to see if they can grab a top receiver in this draft somehow.
See, I don't know if I'd put him top 10. I'd put him in the rising young guns tier 3 class. I don't know if he's yet to be a C class and an A class yet.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're talking 2 different rankings here because you're talking like best in the league over with a body of work. We're just
Well,
talking.
he asked me. Well, yeah, with the ranking system. I
Yeah,
understand
just
that.
this season.
We're
This
only
season.
talking about this season.
Yeah,
Right, I'm
just
only doing this season. Only this season.
who's the other rising young gun? Everyone else either got hurt or played like trash.
Well, he would be number one. What about Jordan Love, Anthony Richardson?
He did
better
better
than
than Jordan Love.
He's
He's
better
better
than
than
Jordan
Jordan
Love.
Love.
He's
I
better than
said
Richardson.
I said he's best in this class. But is he top? Is this a top 10? Because you also have to think of people. Because think of you got Brock Purdy, Lamar Jackson, the Dak Prescotts, even Jalen Hurts. That's 5 right there.
Okay.
Patrick
Well-
Mahomes, that's 6. Joe Burrow, even though he's been injured most of the season, he's
You
come
really
back.
put Burrow up there when he's been injured for at least half the season?
Flacco.
Yeah, but
No.
we're talking production this year, right? So if you've been hurt all
Okay.
year, you're gonna slide on the list. It's not like just because you exist, you're gonna be top 10.
That's
Right.
true. So I guess then you
Jalen
would put,
Hurts has to go down because all the interceptions and fumbles he's been doing.
then
Yeah.
I'd put him at 10 between 8.
Yeah, because I mean Burrow can't be super high. He played for half the season.
Yeah. Joe
And
Burrow.
Herbert got injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Herbert ain't got no wins. So
Herbert doesn't have a coach, and halftime don't go there.
yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Just shut up, why don't you?
Because I'm right.
Could happen. It could happen.
Nah. If Harbaugh goes, I'm thinking either Commanders or the Raiders.
Now he said he wasn't going to go. Now he has him going in the NFL because I was right.
What did I say before? If he wins the whole thing, he's going.
No.
Yep.
What you call it's going to Commanders?
Well, it's a good thing Washington's going to get it done then.
Let's be honest, y'all. I don't trust Washington to do his dang thing, especially since I found out from Ian Rappaport that Ron Rivera is going to be fired on Monday.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a
Yeah.
second.
Oh, really? That came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew it was
Ian
going to.
Rappaport.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Belichick's going to the Commanders.
Now, Ron Rivera
Well,
is either going to do two things. Ron Rivera is either going to do two things. He's either going to lose and mess up the draft. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Keep talking.
I was going to say Ron Rivera being fired Monday. He either going to win and ruin the draft pick, or they're going to lose. But they're going to lose because let's face it, they ain't got nothing to play for. Ron Rivera's getting fired on Monday. They got the number 2 overall pick. Josh Harris would really love that second overall pick. The new general manager and head coach would love that second round overall pick. So, yeah.
And the Cowboys need this one.
And the Cowboys need this one. So, if I was Eagles Nation, I would be looking at the NFC South because there ain't no way under God's green earth. Now, if it happens, because I said this on my It's Game Day Eagles Nation video, Cole, if I see that the Commanders is up by 20 or y'all tied and they win, the things I'm going to say to y'all, you better win this game or else.
But you see, he could have said that about last week too, when the
we go-
Eagles basically had the easiest victory laid up for them with the Cardinals.
Right.
That if we were going to lose that game,
Yep.
and there'd be a big old video of him making fun of us.
Can we talk about Ron Riviera for a second?
We are, but really quick. Hold on further.
Okay.
What is up, Adam? How you doing, bro?
Good morning, fellas. How are you?
We're doing good. We're
Adam.
doing good. We just talk about Ron Rivera.
Yeah,
Him-
Riverboat Ron. I think he has one left in him. So, he wants to be 500, and sometimes that motivates you in a weird way. That's the type of thing that motivates Ron Rivera. He doesn't seem to know the pulse of his team, but somehow you'll tell him, hey, by the way, you could be 500 if you win this game. All of a sudden, he'll give a win-win for the Gipper speech, and Washington will come out and, scare the bejesus off the Cowboys. That's what they do. The Cowboys history, it does that. That's why if I'm the Eagles, you got to win today because you never know. Because if I look at it like this, if let's say the Eagles don't win, I think they will, right? But if you decide to tank and lie down and you lose and the Cowboys lose, oh my God, I would go down to Philadelphia Stadium and escort Nick Sirianni out of Philadelphia myself because that would be the biggest coup in the world. So I just think, listen, we've been in the NFL for a long time. We've seen stranger things happen. Just this morning, I was thinking about the Cardinals knocking out the Minnesota Vikings in whatever game that was, where Josh McCown throws to the back of the end zone with like a minute to go in the game, the last game of the season. If the Vikings win, they're in. And the Cardinals eliminated them from the playoff hopes. Who knows what happens on the last game of the year? So that's why I'm saying to the Cowboys, don't go in there on cruise control. Don't go in there on cruise control because that's what they want. Because Ron Rivera, last game of the year, if he's going to go out, he's going to try to go out 500 because I think some certain things mean something to him. They do. Call me weird. When you listen to that guy, he may not know the rules or that he's in the playoffs, but he was like, hey, man, you're going to be 500. All of a sudden, he'll have the greatest speech done, fire and brimstone, and then the Washington Commanders will come out and upset the Cowboys, and, you have that. So I'm not saying it's going to happen. But
if they do, I'm here for it because that'll be hilarious.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, Cowboys have fought some hard games. This is a layup game as we speak, right? But what happens in layup games? If you overlook them, you never know who's playing hero ball. Sam Howell might be, if he's starting, it could be Jacoby Brissett, could be playing for his job. You don't know what's going to motivate a man to go out there and beat somebody as well. Now they could also do dog shit, which is what they've been done, right? So that's the case. But Ron Rivera is going to be fired once he fired his defensive coordinator. That was it for him. New management coming in. I don't know who their coach is going to be. I don't know who wants to go there, but it's somebody. I wouldn't take Bill Belichick if I was the Commanders. I would look for somebody. If I could get Harbaugh, if I could get maybe the Lions offensive coordinator or something along those lines, where you want a guy to come in and do. If anybody's the Lions offensive coordinator, and possibly the guy in Houston, because those two guys have done a fantastic job. I don't think Houston will let their offensive coordinator go. But if you watch what they've done with a young quarterback, in there on their systems, that would work out. If I'm the Commanders, that's what I'm looking at. See, the Commanders are interesting because they're the type of team that I can see it. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on.
No, you're good.
You're fine.
They're the type of team that could go get like a Russell Wilson and say, you know what, I'll take a Marvin Harrison Jr. or a Joe Alt in the draft because I want to make a splash real quick, right? You don't have to pay Russell that much money. You build the offensive line in front of him. You have Terry McLaurin. You have a few other guys already. You bring in Joe Alt, and then you have a couple other draft picks that you can move up and down the draft board to get. Not saying they're going to do this. You probably should pick the quarterback, but it's just food for thought to say, would they do something along those lines?
So if you think they're going to go after Wilson, how are they going to navigate that contract? Because are they going to try?
Well, apparently the contract is more on the Denver side. So Denver's going to be on the hook for whatever, and you're just going to pay him like a couple million. Apparently that's what the rumor is. You don't have to pay him a lot of money because he'll be getting paid a lot of money from Denver. So if Denver is willing to eat most of that cap hit, which I think that's what they've said they've done, then you come in, you sign him for a cheap deal. Nothing against your cap, couple million. Let's say, I'm just throwing numbers out there. Let's just say $15 million, something like that, for 2 years or something cheaper. You don't need to worry because he got that Denver money, right? So you come in, you get a quarterback, your fan base is jazzed up. You got Russell Wilson, Super Bowl leader. You can still draft Cam Ward in the third round to develop behind him. That's the plan I would do if I were them to make, because you want people in the seats. You want fans to be energized, and a new quarterback does that too. I wouldn't be opposed to them. I would see them. They're Jaden Daniels kind of landing spot for me if they don't get Caleb Williams. I see like Jaden Daniels is another guy that can energize the fan base. This fan base needs to be injected with some life. For the first time in the history that I can remember, Dan Snyder doesn't own the team. They have an owner that can put them in the right direction. Now, if it may not work out at the beginning, but if they can get in somebody here, maybe a big fish, Jim Harbaugh, something like that, or an up-and-coming coordinator, you can really get behind your fan base and have the autonomy to do whatever, because they're not going to be good next year, right? The year after. So if in 2024 you say, you know what, let's go with Russell and punt to 2025 and get more pieces and build, you could do that as well. This is the good thing about starting a franchise. Unlike my team, who has a clear-cut problem, and whether or not they want to do something about it, it's up to them. So
Yep.
Yeah. The Giants not addressing it. The Commanders, with the new ownership, they are going to address it. That's why they're actually slick trying to tank this game away because they want their number 2 pick. They took Jonathan Allen. They said most of their secondary. I don't know if some of them gonna play. I think with Cam Curl or whatever it is. I think he may play, but hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, man. No bullshit. If we lose this game or this shit close, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off just like
Let's
y'all.
go.
I'm gonna be like, what the hell? Because we not sitting any like we not.
Yeah, but you want to fire your coach. Apparently, you want to fire your coach if he doesn't get in the playoffs deep.
Let me tell you this, man. This is what I find kind of comical because I get it. Mike McCarthy has his ways, but Mike McCarthy changed this team a lot, especially when Kellen Moore. When we remember the talks we had before the season, everybody was like, "Man, Kellen Moore made y'all team. Y'all got to stick with Mike McCarthy's play call." Yeah, we started off rusty, but we eventually got better. Dak Prescott had an MVP, type of season. He ain't gonna win it, but you know what I'm saying? He playing the best ball he ever played, and that's under Mike McCarthy. People fail to realize that Mike McCarthy a quarterback whisperer.
Hey, somebody.
Joe Montana.
I think they should be patting me on the back because that's what I said about Dak Prescott.
I didn't say you didn't say it. I didn't say you didn't say it.
I'm just saying. It's not really a pod shot at you. It's a pod shot at some of the listeners in here who laughed at me when I said Dak Prescott's going to benefit from having Mike McCarthy and have a great year. And I even picked the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl. Crazy as enough
my
as it sounds.
question is, why would you want to fire a coach like that just because? Now, I'll tell you this. I will have raised eyebrows if we choke big time in the first round.
That would be bad.
Disappointment. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be hilarious. That'd be absolutely hilarious.
Which is what everyone's expecting.
It depends on which part it comes from.
Yeah,
Hold on.
you might be playing the Packers.
Either the Packers or the Rams.
Yeah. Those teams are the Rams are a dangerous team right now. They're the team that I don't want to play.
I've seen progress, but I'm not scared of the Rams. Especially if they keep down.
I got Rams beating the 49ers today. We'll talk about that later.
I don't fear them coming to Dallas and playing. That's just me. We've proven ourselves to be a different team at home. And it's crazy in our fan base. It's some fans out there that wanted to get the 5th seed because they wanted to play Tampa Bay.
Yeah, because I saw J Tuck, Boss, you, and everybody arguing with each other over the 5th seed and the 2nd
I think J Tuck trolling. But I'm like, I think he's trolling because he just want to go to the beach. But I'm like, man, hey, at the end of the day, I don't want to play no 5th seed because I know how this works. 5th seed, you play, we're gonna beat Tampa Bay, and then the next week we go. I want San Francisco at the last dance. I don't want them in the second round division. I'm tired of that story.
If my playoff scenario goes through, the 5th seed won't be playing at home if it has a better record than the division winner, because my thing is, if you win the division, you get to the playoffs. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should not be playing at home when a team like the Eagles might be going into their building. It should be the Eagles who have whatever record it is that's clearly better than them playing at home. That's how I look at it. But
the Eagles travel. The Eagle fans travel very well. They'll be in Tampa more than Tampa Bay fans will be. I mean, that's the same way how we was last year. We took over Tampa Bay when we played them. Like their fan base. They kind of over it. They know they're gonna lose. So that's just
didn't you lose that game?
Huh?
Didn't you lose to Tampa?
We beat Tampa at their house in the playoffs.
Tampa.
Oh, that was last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, they won last year. Yeah.
Oh, that was the Tom Brady's last game.
We tore them up. We blew them out.
And then you lost the next game.
And then we lost. Yeah, then we lost to the 49ers.
The Lions are winning and the Cowboys are losing today. They're dropping.
I want a potential 2 home playoff games. That's what I want.
Yep. All right. So there's actually some record. The Rams rookie wide receiver is actually scheduled. He could actually break Waddle's record today. With he only needs 4 receptions, and he also needs 29 receiving yards to break Bill Groman's NFL record for 1,473 receiving yards. Would he do that against the Niners today?
He got Carson Wentz as a quarterback.
Yeah, I was going to say both teams are sitting everybody, so probably not. But
I don't
think
know.
they'll try and get him out there for a couple snaps to break both the records?
They want to do it.
That's the thing is, they may try and do that, but again, you got backup quarterbacks on both sides, so who knows what this? It's going to be an ugly game.
Who's going to win, Sam Darnold or Carson Wentz? I mean, yeah.
Oh,
Eagles Jets. Here we go. All right.
That's what we're going against right now. I don't know. I don't even know how that game is going to go, but I do know that it looked like the Rams was trying to tank just so they could play us in the first game. I want Rams against the Detroit. I want Matthew Stafford to go back.
That's what I want.
I want to see that.
That would be a good one.
Carson,
That actually
I
would
ain't
be
gonna lie
good.
to you, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I kind of want the Rams to beat them in the playoffs because Detroit gonna come to Dallas hot, man. They ain't gonna come, man. They
Listen, you gotta face the music then,
Yeah. Hey, but I was at that game. Hey, it is what it is. Hey,
Look, they already had, but they had an illegal formation penalty to go with it. So,
yeah,
and they had plenty of time to come back in the game. Like we can't define a game by one penalty. We do that a lot. Unlike the Saints game, unlike the Saints game, where it was a clear pass interference for the Rams at one time, where I forget who hit him. But the guy hit the Saints player, and it was clear pass interference, and they call it. That's different than in the game where it gets played. Like we can go if saying Buster Kennedy's nuts every day with Christmas, right? So they still had a chance. They still were in a legal formation. They had like 3 penalties on that play. It's just the one that stands out. That's all.
Yep. And even in that Rams Saints conference championship game, they went to overtime and the Saints got the ball first. So they had a chance to wrap that game up even with having to go into overtime. It was Drew Brees that threw the interception. You know what I'm saying? So they had a chance to win that game. They just wanted to blame that play. But yeah, it is what it is, man. The Lion fans, man, I was at that game. It was crazy, man. They took over our stadium. I'm just gonna be real with you. They was out there. That's a dangerous team to play in the playoffs. I'm just gonna say it.
I'm doing the playoff predictor simulator right here, and if everything goes like predicted, the way they should win, it says here that it's going to be the Packers at the Cowboys Stadium.
Yeah, that's how it seems.
That's how I pretty much see its scenarios probably going to happen. Now, if the Cowboys lose today to Washington and the Eagles win, we move up to second, and then it's going to be the Packers coming to Philly. You guys going to Tampa Bay.
Yep. I don't care who come to Dallas. I want us to get our home field. I want us to go ahead and
He's like, I want home field.
But then you need somebody to knock off the 49ers. So.
Better hope nobody take over the stadium again, Cole.
I want to ride with the hot hand. I seen how our team played on the road. I want us to be at home.
He's like, I want home. I don't care what.
Well, it would be funny if it's the 1994 NFC Championship game all over, where the Cowboys went into Candlestick Park, and couldn't do the three-peat, right? Because they were in there and they had to wear those. Every time you wear those old star uniforms, you lose games. And why would you bring them out in playoffs? That was the one year I remember those uniforms, and it could be that. Now the Cowboys. Here's the problem with the Cowboys, man. It's like you can't pray. You can't pray that the Lions win. You have to just take care of your business, because the 49ers.
I'm all for taking care of
the 49ers can be picked off, but you don't want to rely on it. Just handle your business. And if the chips fall, because I honestly, a lot of people think the Eagles are going to get ousted. I don't. I think the Eagles rally today, rally next week, and then end up either against San Francisco or the Cowboys in the divisional round. And who knows at that point what happens, because you're playing with good teams.
What are you doing?
This is a playoff simulator where you can see in the predictions here when I flip a switch. Let's say the Giants win. Let's say Washington wins. Now look how the playoff picture changes up here. Now Rams are coming to Dallas. The Eagles have to go to Tampa. Let's say if the Eagles win, Cowboys lose. The Cowboys have to go to the Bucks. Then the Packers go to the Eagles. Now let's say the Eagles win, the Cowboys win. Now we're back to normal with the Green Bay Packers. And then you can also see over here in the AFC side, you can see the matchups going down, which is kind of cool. So you can kind of switch the switch here and say, for instance, I don't know, watch the Cardinals win.
Man, I want to see C.J. Stroud get to the next round. He had a phenomenal. What a game that kid had last night. I mean,
so if
you
the
got-
49ers win, that changes a lot too.
Really?
49ers
So yes,
is
so
beating
right there,
everybody now.
let's say it's the Rams have to win for that scenario to go down. So the 49ers win today. I don't know why they would be starting anyone, but the Rams should win. But the 49ers win today. The Cowboys win, the Eagles win, then the picture will look like this with the Rams going to Dallas. Green Bay will be going to Detroit. That'll be a good game. And the Eagles at Tampa Bay. Now let's switch up. Say the Eagles lose. Nothing changes. If the Cowboys lose, then now it looks like Green Bay is going to Dallas and still the Eagles remain going to Tampa. So that's an interesting scenario. How that switch right there between the 49ers and LA Rams are really going to change and make a huge impact on which way the Cowboys and Eagles are and who's going to play who. It's really going to be up to that LA versus 49ers game.
Yeah, just win. Just win. That's all you got to do.
Just win. That's all I care about.
Yep.
I don't care about nothing
Take
else.
care of your business.
Well, the thing is, like,
I think Jalen Hurts wants Tampa Bay because the last
Well-
Tampa Bay game with Jalen Hurts when
you
Jalen
can't play like that. That's dumb. You can't say I want Tampa Bay. Then just if it happens to be that way because you lose and you get Tampa, then you worry about getting Tampa. Then right now, the vultures are circling around your stadium. Right, go out there, win, get those guys off your back.
they got to win. They got to win. I'm not saying that. I
Then
think
go to Tampa
Jalen
Bay,
Hurts-
and you can worry about beating Jalen Hurts getting them back. I understand what you're saying. I get that game. That was his first playoff game. He wants it back, but you can't just think, oh well, because your mindset's got to be win, get these vultures off my back for a week, and then see if we can figure this out.
Yeah,
I don't think you're firing. I don't think you're firing Nick Sirianni. I think, by the way, it might be Mike McCarthy that Josina Anderson's talking about.
And the past 3 weeks, the Commanders have lost the past 3 weeks, but not by only by one touchdown. And look at who their opponents are, the 49ers, which they kind of screwed up the second half and got blown out 27-10. But the first half, they were tied up. Then they barely lost to the Jets by 2 points, and then the Rams by 8 points.
All right. So let's just get into there's actually oh wait. Welcome back.
I don't know what happened, but I think Josina talked about Ron Rivera. I don't think she was talking about.
Right. So,
Ron Riviera used to be an Eagles linebacker coach, 99 between 2004 with Andy Reid. My question is, if they fire Riviera, can we possibly hire him just for the postseason?
No.
Eagles need all the help they can get on.
No,
teams.
stop this.
Ron Rivera?
further.
Riviera started out as a
No.
defensive
Hell
hero.
no.
All right. Further. Like,
Just
Further
throwing it
right.
around.
It wouldn't even help because at the end of the day, the players have to be in their play. Like he has his own playbook. It's just like y'all getting Matt Patricia and he over here calling plays off of the size play. Ain't nothing changed. He got worse. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just got to roll with the stuff y'all got.
Yeah. So for the playoff scenarios right now for the AFC, Pittsburgh clinches playoff berth with Bills loss or Jaguars loss. I mean, I can't believe it. Like the Steelers are they have a chance to make the playoffs. Like, dang.
That is pretty crazy.
Like Tyler, I've been saying this before. Like, it's just Mike Tomlin, man. Mike Tomlin is just a hell of a coach. I don't think he had a losing season ever in his career. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So
But
I saw a statistic a couple days ago, maybe a week ago now, but I think it was that he has not had a losing season in almost 10 years.
Well, so he hasn't had one with the Steelers. His worst seasons there, I think he had a couple of 8-8s, but he's never had a losing record with the Steelers.
yeah. So, and Pittsburgh Steelers fans wanted him gone. Like, imagine
Some of them
that.
still do.
Yeah,
Huh?
they still do.
Yeah, a lot of them still do.
Problem
Why?
is
Because he hasn't gotten them through the playoffs. That's what their biggest gripe is.
So it's like a Doc Rivers. Got it.
Yeah.
no, you need a quarterback, and they're over here like we need a quarterback, and we're gonna blame the coach for this.
It's like
So
the whole
it's kind of
thing-
like halftime blaming the coaches, blaming the refs. So that's halftime.
yeah. It,
Go Colts. Oh, I thought you were talking Colts. My bad. But yeah. And now for the Buffalo and Miami. Hold on a sec. Oh, okay. He left. He'll be back, I guess. But hold on. I'll let him in.
I don't know.
Alright,
I guess every time I leave my Twitter app, it X's me out because I click the link. on
That's
Twitter.
what happens. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
So-
was saying, the Steeler fans, they not satisfied, man. They want to win. They want to win playoff games. Like, oh yeah, we 9-8. He got his winning record. Who cares? That's like the Cowboys going to the playoffs. Nobody cares. Just
Yes,
win.
I do agree with that real Steelers fans don't want him gone, but there's a lot of casual Steelers fans that do want him gone.
So wait, Tyler, you want him gone too?
See, I feel if Tomlin went to almost any other organization, I feel they instantly become automatic playoffs contenders, and depending on the team, even Super Bowl contenders.
Really?
Hey,
I
Tyler,
don't think you could put him on any other team in the league, and he would have success. Because I just think he's that good of a coach.
Tyler, do you blame front office? Is it more of a front office problem in
No, keep in mind, I
Pittsburgh?
do not like the Steelers. I despise the Steelers, but I have
Okay.
No, that's his favorite team. Don't let him. Don't let him. That's his favorite
But I
team.
just think there is a lot of front issues because I feel like there's two major issues. It's that there's the one mark I have against Tomlin. He has trouble keeping players in check that are major stars. We saw it happen with Antonio Brown. We've seen it happen with Juju after he started to actually ball out. And we're starting to see it now with Pickens.
Didn't he have an issue with the running back?
Which one?
I'm trying to
Le'Veon?
think of the guy. What's his name?
Le'Veon Bell?
Najee Harris.
Oh, I think it was Bell, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Bell,
Le'Veon,
the one who
Le'Veon.
sat out because he didn't want to be franchise tagged again.
Right. That's what I was getting
Yeah.
at.
So he has a hard issue at keeping players' egos in check, which can be hard to do, especially when they're earning that much money. But we don't see that problem anywhere near as consistent as with Mike Tomlin. And then another issue I do think is front office. I feel like they don't do a great job during free agency period to help
Right.
bolster up that team anywhere near as much as it should be.
That is fair.
Especially if they want to make those deep playoff runs.
All right. So next, the Bills at Miami. Buffalo clinches AFC East division title with the win. Clinches a playoff berth with a tie. Here comes another tie, and Jaguars lost or a tie. So basically, the Bills win and they get it.
Yep.
That's basically it. I mean, Miami's too banged up. I got Buffalo
Miami's
winning this
banged
game.
up. You might as well say Bills because Miami's banged up a little bit. I don't know about Jalen Waddle. Tyreek is a
Oh
little
yeah,
banged.
Cool Cat.
Oh,
He waddled.
Waddle's not
Cool Cat.
playing.
Cool Cat. He waddled away. But anyway, I had to say that. That was so
Those
corny,
are
but I had
Waddle
to
are
say
not
it.
playing.
Yes.
Wait, what was that further? I'm sorry.
Their running back Mozart's not playing, and Waddle, wide receiver's not playing for the Dolphins. It is confirmed this morning they will be out.
Is Tyreek Hill playing?
I have to go back and look. I'm sorry, I got rid
Because
of that part
Because I don't know. If I were them, honestly, I would not even play Tyreek. They're in, right? They're already in.
I think they're in.
Yeah, they're in.
Yeah,
They're in.
Yeah.
They just don't know if they're going to the 6th seed or the 2 seed. It's the Buffalo Bills that got to win, or they're eliminated.
Right.
Bills are winning in. If they lose, they're out. And
Yeah,
then
Hill is in.
The Dolphins, the worst they can do is 6.
Really? Shit.
They're going to have to use Claypool and Barros and it's probably Kraft. I'm just going to say Kraft.
Yeah. So, and then the Jaguars lose or tie, okay. And then for the Texans, already clinched. So, like Cool Cat said earlier, Jaguars lost or tied, they get the division title for the first time. That's just insane.
That's the first time since since 2019 because that was the last time they won the AFC South with Deshaun Watson.
I guess it is.
Yeah, yeah. So they
And
could.
then,
Now I saw Trevor Lawrence coming through the tunnel. I will see how he is. But man, if he don't play, Houston Texans, congratulations.
Yep. And Tyler, your favorite team, the Tennessee, going up against Jacksonville. So they got a lot of stuff to win. Tyler?
I'm not responding to you.
Right on. Hey, have a great day of football, guys. I got to jump out of here.
All right, Bo.
Have a good one,
See you,
Bo.
Bo.
See you, man. Shout out to our guy, Football Talk with Bo. If you want Seattle Seahawks content, and he's basically everywhere, he's in like 5 or 6 networks. He's doing his thing. So shout out to Football Talk with Bo. And
Oh,
good
and by
morning.
the way, shout out to everybody that watched Birds of Ball Street Friday with me, Moan, Trey, and Smitty. We talked everything but the kitchen sink. And Trey, we tried giving Trey some scenarios of trying to get a home game, a home playoff game. If y'all watch, he said all these dang scenarios.
Yeah.
All right. So for the East, these are all the teams that clinched. That is right, we clinched. I don't know if we deserve it, but up
Well,
for
the beginning
grabs.
of the season, the Eagles did.
Huh?
The Eagles from the beginning of the season did.
Yeah. And then now they're playing like you
Doo-doo.
in Fall
Doo-doo.
Guys, you in Fortnite.
Just say doo-doo. Just say doo-doo.
Yep. All right, so Atlanta clinches the NFC South Division title with the win, and Buccaneers lost. Who do Buccaneers play again?
Panthers.
Okay, I don't think Atlanta's gonna clinch it. I don't think Atlanta's gonna clinch the division title. So for the Cowboys, of course, when I talk about the Cowboys, Coach leaves, but they need to clinch the NFC East Division title with the win or tie, and the Eagles tie, or Eagles loss. So, Commanders, can you please do something? Please. Put your left hand up and go. We are the Commanders throughout the whole game. That should get them a
No,
win.
that's Mitch, stop.
What?
Stop believing in the Commanders when you know they ain't gonna do jack.
Come on, I have to.
I want to believe in the Commanders too, but we talking Sam Howell and a cup of cupcakes.
I mean, look, halftime really wants the Commanders to win. He can't stand
I want
Dallas.
the Commanders to win too. But come on now. I hate. This is what I hate. This is what I hate before we go on to the Green Bay Packers. I hate the fact that I gotta rely on the left hand up or any team to determine my playoff fate. I hate that.
I'm gonna keep my hand here. So
That's so good.
it's gonna be good luck. Come on, we need it here.
All right, fine.
Washington
fine.
Commanders away.
Listen,
All right, fine. Please.
you have to understand why I hate the Cowboys so much, but I'm old school.
I know that.
Like when you
We
guys,
all know that you're old.
when you had to deal with the Cowboys, and then I live in Jersey. Do you know how many Cowboy fans all of a sudden became Cowboy fans because of the bandwagoners they are? It's just, it sucks.
Commanders
Yeah.
one time, please. They convinced me. Left hand up, please.
Yeah.
Please. One time, man. I'm
All right.
They're Cool Cat. You know they're not going to do it.
I know. I didn't do that.
Cool Cat, look who they have. You know they're not going to do it.
Of course they're not going to do it.
So
I've been trying to say that, but y'all trying to convince me.
I want Packers or Cowboys and okay. No one cares. But
Well, Green Bay can clinch a playoff berth with a win.
yeah. Can that please happen? And then shout out to NFL Reality Check. He called it from the get-go.
From the get-go.
From the get-go. So they can clinch a playoff berth with the win. Okay, I'm not winning. I'm not reading all those ties. Reading all those
There's
ties.
not going to be a tie.
I
And
know
then-
that. All right. So Minnesota clinches a playoff berth with the win and a
Don't read
Packers
all
loss.
that. That's not going to happen. Don't read all that.
I don't know, Tyler. Do you think they will have a shot? No.
I really don't see it. I really don't.
Yeah,
It's
I-
just so many things have to go exactly their way in order to make it, and it's just way too many variables.
and then for the Saints,
That's because,
Yep.
and the reason why is because the Lions want to win, so they get a chance to get the second spot, the second seed. Because the Cowboys lose, the Lions move up.
yeah,
Or how's that
Yeah.
work? Or how's that work? Or we go back to the second? Oh, so what the Lions want? They want the Eagles to lose, the Cowboys to lose, and the Lions have to win, and then they would move to the second spot.
yep. And then for the Eagles, we need a win and a loss and or a tie and the Cowboys lose.
Not happening. Next.
Can we?
We
I want to
win it,
see.
though.
I
And when
want
we-
to see.
what happens if we get that? If the Eagles win against the Giants and Dallas loses?
Oh
We
my
get the-
God!
We get the
How about a tie with the Cowboys and Commanders? That's good enough for me. They don't have
Yeah,
the
we get-
Cowboys don't have to lose, and the Commanders don't have to win.
So for Seattle, of course I'm here, and then Bo leaves. Seattle clinches the playoff berth with the Seahawks win, Packers loss. Okay, I'm not reading all that, but you get it. And then for the Buccaneers,
All they got to
they
do
clinch
is
the
win.
NFC South with the Buccaneers win, obviously, or a tie and a Saints loss. Yeah, they need to win. That's it.
Yeah,
Hope they lose.
I do too.
Buccaneers going all the way.
But that means
baby.
that when does that mean Seattle Seahawks would take that spot?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. Do you guys have any of hot takes for this playoff weekend? I mean, for this last weekend in NFL, and then we'll go into the rankings next. So, Tyler, I'll start off with you. Any hot takes? And no hot cakes.
But I want hot.
All right,
takes.
guys, I gotta get ready for Cool Cat kickoff coming soon, so I'll catch
All
you
right.
guys on the flip side. Cool
I'll
Cat
see you
Mix
later.
later on 425.
Yep. I'll catch you later.
See y'all soon, baby. Let's go.
See you, man.
I actually
But,
don't have any hot takes this time. I'm gonna keep my
but,
mouth shut.
Do you have any hot cakes?
No, I ran out of those.
How do you run out of hot cakes?
I ate 'em.
You didn't even mail it to me.
Motherfucker, they're gonna be wet and soggy by the time they get to you.
Fine. When you come up here for WrestleMania, you give it to me then.
Spoilers.
What? They already know.
Spoilers.
Okay, you want me to talk about spoilers? This guy sucks at Zombies Fortnite. So, if you want me to go on, I can still go on. But hey, Earl, how's it going, man? Shout out to Earl. How's it going? He's Tyler. I don't know if I told you this, but for the Triple H announcement watch along thing, his channel got 900 some odd views. Like, how great is that for a lack of announcement?
Okay, so okay, let me see here.
Into
So
the
okay,
playoffs.
Seattle needs the Panthers to win today against the Bucks, which is very hard to do, and then they also need the Bears to beat Green Bay Packer at Lambeau Field for Seattle to come back in.
He just said that.
Right.
What are you doing?
No. I was wrong. I just said if the where is it? Shit. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
I
It
think
was-
Earl. I think the Giants and Jets will have to wait till next year. Hate to say that, but it looks like
So
it.
if the Buccaneers lose, the Saints will replace the Bucks. But the Seattle's not coming in.
Didn't
so
I
let's-
just say that?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out what he's saying.
Oh, so it's so the Seattle's worried mostly about the damn Bears. Got it.
Yep. All
They
right.
got it
On
that way.
on that note, let's go into the rankings for all the NFL teams. So this will be the last rankings of the season, and then I'll post this all on the Hardcore Sports social media probably today or tomorrow. So any teams that should be moved?
Steelers
Honestly,
move up.
You have
Wait.
to move. You have to move the Rams up. I think against over Buffalo.
So you want to go like here?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Tyler, how about you?
Eagles down to A.
Okay,
No.
first in A or second in A?
Third.
They
Like
beat
that?
Kansas City though.
Yeah, we beat
Both of
Kansas
those
City.
have beat the Eagles recently, and the fact that they lost to the worst team in the league does not mean they get to jump ahead of them.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Just to piss
No,
off Tyler. There we go.
Put them
it's-
behind the Chiefs.
Texans
No,
need to move up to A.
No, Tyler, no. Fine, because Tyler's gonna call me later and be like, "You idiot." All right.
Mike, Kansas City's been losing too, so I don't understand.
Oh, I
I-
love that
I-
comment from Blazed. Where do we
I
rank
can't-
the refs? They got a few wins this year, yeah.
I wish I could see it. I'm on a different tab. Let's see here.
I guess Cardinals.
That's
can
right.
move
The
up.
refs don't do no wrong. I forgot. The refs never do no wrong. I never met refs that never call something wrong.
So the Chargers lost. So you got to replace the Chargers and the Cardinals because Cardinals beat the Eagles and the Chargers lost last week.
We don't
So-
really care about the D.
Pause.
about the
Whoa,
last
pause. Pause. Halftime. Pause.
We don't care about the last one. We don't care about the D freaking thing.
Actually, you can move Cardinals above Washington too because they suck.
Why are you on the bottom? They're
Oh,
not in
he
the
started-
playoffs.
Well, he wants to do started from the bottom. Now we hear by Drake.
Okay.
No, I
But,
just looked at a team and just I don't know. Just looking.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So, further, what's the next team? All right. So you said
Steelers need to move up because they won against Seattle Seahawks, and this week they beat the Ravens, and I think they need to move up dramatically.
No.
I also think that the Texans need to move up to the A tier.
all right. Let's just go with the Steelers first. Halftime. Where should the Steelers go?
You can put them above the Green Bay, but that's about it.
That's what I was thinking.
I
And then
mean,
the
everybody's saying he beat Baltimore, but you got to understand Baltimore benched everybody,
Yeah. All right.
and they just
we-
lost. They just lost their line with their linebacker. He's out for the fucking year.
But the week
Yeah.
before this, the Packers barely beat the Panthers 33-30. So I'm not dead content on the Packers either.
all right. So the Texans move up to. I think the Texans should go ahead of the Colts, like right here,
Yeah,
and then you
because
put
they
the
already
Colts,
because they beat the Colts.
Colts
Yeah,
got
the
it.
Colts need to go back down. Yep.
and then you put that there. I'm just gonna pick a team, and then we'll decide where they
I
go.
would say the Texans have to go above Buffalo. That's me though.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with the Vikings. Where do you think the Vikings should go?
Vikings. Hold up. Let's see.
Actually,
They
above
lost
the
last week but they.
What was that halftime? I'm sorry.
I was going to say above the Jags because the Jags have been losing. But right there, if you want to move that, if you want to just make it look good, but yeah.
Like that?
Yep.
No, wait. There
All
it is. Vikings lost to the Packers really bad last week, and the Vikings have the Lions this week.
All right. So we're gonna keep the Vikings there, and then Tyler, what's your team of choice?
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
You pick a team, and you decide where they go.
I pick a team, I decide where they go. Okay. So Patriots go to S tier.
Okay.
Oh, stop it.
And then the
What are we
Cardinals
doing
go to
here?
the top of the A tier.
Okay.
And then the Giants, they go to the bottom of F tier. That's why we make a whole new tier just for the Giants.
Be serious
Call
now.
it the F tier. We need to make the F tier.
All right, be serious now.
Why are the Rams so high?
I mean, the Rams, I feel like
because the
They
Rams are in the
lost.
playoff.
They lost last week though.
But they're in the playoffs. That's why they're so high.
No, they barely beat the Giants by 1
I
point.
think the Steelers
But
go.
they're in the
lost.
playoffs.
Hold on.
Okay.
Tyler, where do you think Steelers should go?
ahead of the Colts.
Okay.
I agree with that.
And then we're going to further. Where do you think the Rams should go?
I was going to say one less behind the Texans. I think the Texans could beat the Rams easily.
That's actually, I agree with that.
And that's the only, I would not do any more than that. Just that right there.
That's
the only
actually
thing
fine.
I'm wrong. Well, it needs to be changed right now is we need to talk about the Bengals and the Raiders. The Bengals lost to the Chiefs last week. And where was the Raiders lost to the Colts? So they got something's got to be done with those two.
I think they should stay unless you want to like flip flop.
Okay, let me see what happened with the
I think they should
Broncos.
just stay, Mitch.
Because the Broncos won though. So is that fair? Because the Broncos beat the Chargers.
Chargers suck, bro.
And he's talking about them beating a freaking team that ain't even got a coach.
And the Saints also won too, and they beat the Bucks, and they were a playoff team.
So I can put the Saints here then.
You can put the Saints above the Jags.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
Okay,
then yeah.
Wait, you want the Saints here then?
Sure,
Okay.
just to make Father happy that he moved somebody.
Wait, because the Jaguars beat the shitting snot out of the Panthers 26-0. That's not fair. The Jags should move up. The Jags need to go to the B tier.
Listen, that's the Panthers.
Oh, that's the I'm getting my mammals
worst
mixed
team.
up.
Okay, you're taking a team that beat the worst team in football.
Where are the Jaguars?
Dude, let's
the
put him in the
Jaguars.
Super Bowl because he beat the Panthers.
No, the Jaguars should move from C to B.
Because they beat the Panthers?
And by a good amount.
Without Trevor Lawrence.
They didn't give a field goal up. What do you
But
mean?
it's
They
the
beat them 26-0.
Panthers
What more do you want? That's
All right,
crazy.
hold on.
Panthers, look how many wins the Panthers has.
I just got to say this right now.
And the Panthers probably beat the Eagles.
This is Tyler's favorite team, so he has
God.
some emotional damage with
All
the
right, put the
Panthers.
Panthers in the Super
I
Bowl
will not
because
say
brother
this
said
Twitter anymore. Top of S tier, number
What
one
are we
team in the
doing?
league. Adam
Let's
Thielen got
go.
ripped out
But
of
why are
team
the
this year.
Jaguars in C when they're going to the playoffs? I get that.
because everybody in the B is going to
The Vikings may not. The Vikings may not, though.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
Colts are
And
out.
the Vikings lost last week. If anything, the Jaguars should be ahead of the Vikings before the Packers.
Who did the Vikings lose to, though?
They lost to the was it the Packers? So that's why I'm saying, shouldn't the Panthers be ahead one of the Vikings?
Not the Panthers, the Jags.
Jaguars, sorry, I'm fucking up. Sorry, but I mean the Jaguars.
It's all good.
Get
It
my
won't let me
mammals
move,
mixed
so
up.
I gotta go like that.
Thank
leave
you.
That's fair.
leave the Vikings up there.
Why?
Yeah, leave the Vikings up there.
Just leave the Vikings up there.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Fine.
Now that
Fine.
was correct.
Now, how about the Colts?
Oh, the Colts.
They just lost to the Houston Texans.
So
I think they're fine. I think
that's fine with me. That's
I
fine
think
with
that's
me.
fine. Until you find out what today ends up being, is where I think everything's good.
Yep.
What?
I think everything is good for right now, unless
Yep.
you want to be picky and have the Eagles go all the way down to F.
Sure. Apparently, that's what it matters
What we're
anymore.
gonna do is we're just gonna make a category for their very own selves, and it's gonna be below the D tier.
Mhm.
What is it?
It's Eagles.
Oh.
They get their own
They get
category.
the E tier.
The E tier.
All right. Anyone else has any corrections? Because
No.
I think this will be the final thing if I don't do a Sunday morning show next week.
Okay.
So,
No, I
this-
think it's
what about these teams on the bottom? Should they be rearranged or?
I'm gonna go with just what halftime said. Does it really matter?
it really don't matter, does it?
I do want to do one thing. Definitely put the Bears ahead of the Falcons because the Falcons lost last week. That has to be. Actually, I'd put the Bears up to C tier because they got their quarterback back. Khalil Herbert's back. He's putting up a TD every game. Khalil Herbert's out there getting over 125 yards rushing. And that's great for the Bears. But let's see. Let's keep it right there. But
I'm just gonna keep it here.
Show next week or something for the playoffs. I don't know.
Damn.
Are we doing this for the playoffs?
I don't know.
Ham got the Bears going to the playoffs.
No, you're going to the playoffs.
Now, playoffs?
What?
Yeah, I'm about to start drinking now.
All right, we're gonna leave this here. Okay, we're done. We're gonna leave this here unless Tyler wants to put the Panthers on S plus.
Oh, you're damn right. And you know what? You know who's following with them? My favorite team in the whole wide world, the Tennessee Titans.
Yes.
Tennessee Titans go up to S tier, but they go between Baltimore and San Francisco. And then the New York Jets are going to go. And then Patriots are already listening. I don't know that.
And then
the Bengals are going to go up to A tier. They're going to go ahead of the Texans. And the Packers, the Packers are amazing. The Packers are going to go to the bottom of A tier. And the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. So they're going to S tier.
All right. And then I'm going to save it.
And then
All right, and then the Buccaneers, they've been balling all season. They got that dude throwing the football. He's pretty good. So you know what? He goes up to A tier. He's ahead of the Chiefs.
All right, and then you know what? We're done. we're done now.
All right, the Broncos. Okay, the Broncos. They have Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, absolute stud. So he goes up to the bottom of S tier.
He got benched.
Yeah, but they still have him, so therefore it translates over.
Benched here.
Save. Download. All right, we're done. I'll download this again.
Panthers at Smile.
Oh man, I really think it's gonna be a great day of football, though.
Hey, what is up? What is
How
up,
you doing,
Coach?
Coach?
Good game. 8 times.
I think he's talking about the
Guys,
Bears.
just remember tomorrow, me, Coach Ed, and Further AM will be live streaming the college football playoff.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
The last game, Michigan versus Washington. Let's get it.
I'm making hot wings and pizza.
I want my national champions Michigan t-shirt. That's what I want. But let's go into predictions.
I need having a CCU Sunbelt Champions t-shirt, but they decided to blow it in the last game of the season.
No.
What? Oh, they got bum-fucked by JMU. It wasn't even close.
What was the score?
Like 40-14 or something like that.
They couldn't score 19 more points.
That's okay. They also needed, I think it was Auburn to lose, and Auburn blew out their opponent.
Yeah, Auburn won. I knew that.
No, like not the Auburn you think. I think it's like Auburn West or some shit like that. It's not the Auburn you're thinking of. I promise.
No, I know who you're talking about. I know it's not that Auburn. I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah. All I know is out there it's in the Sun Belt Conference.
Yep. All right. Pick'ems.
No.
I need to beat halftime. Halftime's a half a point ahead of me. I don't know how, but
no, you beat me. You beat me, Mitch.
No,
Mitch,
we're tied.
No, you beat me.
Better by you by half a point.
You picked the Texans. I picked the Colts, and you won.
Did the Pick'ems go into the postseason?
Oh, halftime! I'm kicking your ass in the finals again.
I just told you that. You
no, the finals, not the Pick'ems. We're talking about the playoff. We're the final
fantasy football. Dude, both of you guys kicked my ass. I'm gonna get third
fantasy
place.
Football's over with.
Well, let's see. Considering that I didn't even start doing this until about week 4. I'm pretty happy with how I've done.
Yeah, you should be fine. Yes, I beat halftime.
Okay.
There we go.
Hell, I
Finally.
forgot to do half the pick'ems. I still
The-
kept doing them.
All right. What do you guys have? The Browns or the Bengals?
Browns.
Browns.
Tyler?
I'm pulling it up. Hold on.
Oh, you're pulling it up, eh?
Oh, I'm pulling it up. I have the Browns.
Higgins
Okay.
not playing on the Bengals
Oh, I'm
today.
0 for 2 right now. Damn it.
Is anybody out on the Browns though? Chart.
All right. Vikings, Lions. I got the Lions.
Oh shit! Amari Cooper's out.
Tyler, who you got?
Elijah Moore's
I got
out.
Lions.
And Miles
All right,
Garrett's out. Oh shit!
Lions.
Wait, I might change
Halftime.
my pick here.
Halftime. You got Lions halftime?
Yeah, I got Lions.
All right. Further, who you got?
Definitely going with the Lions, and the reason why is they definitely want to get to that second pick and outbeat the Cowboys.
And then halftime, who you got? Back at you. Jaguars, Titans.
Jags.
Further,
Jaguars for sure.
Tyler.
I have the Jaguars.
All right. I got the Jets. Anyone got the Patriots?
I have the Patriots.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. Bill
Watch
Belichick's
it be-
going to end his season on a W, and then he's going to go back to the Jets, and he's going to make them a winning organization again.
Oh wow!
Our Lord and Savior, Bill
That would
Belichick.
never have. Why would they? Why would the Patriots give up their coach to go to the same division?
They don't get a
That's-
choice?
They don't get a choice.
That's not how that works?
That's true.
It's kind of like, no. So, all right.
Well, then maybe the
No.
Patriots don't give up.
I got the Jet. I got the
Belichick.
Jet. I got the Jets.
I got the Jets.
Oh, does this been on the lone
Yes.
wolf?
The Patriots have too many questionable players. Trent Brown, left tackle, is going to be out. Their whole defense is battered up with IRs and questionable.
Yeah, but you
starting
see,
players.
you're thinking with your brain. That's the issue.
But the Jets are completely fully healthy, ready to go.
Again, thinking with your brain. You don't think with your brain with the Patriots. You think with nonsensical reasoning.
No, I want the Patriots to go down for a long time. I don't want to hear Patriots for another decade. They had their
All right.
fun.
Falcons at the Saints.
When
I
the
got
Saints
the
go marching
go
in.
marching in.
Falcons fell
The
apart.
Saints go marching.
Mm.
And this is think about this: the Saints want to get to the playoffs, and they have to go with that scenario. So they have to take care of their business. They want to make the playoffs. They got to start right here by a win.
All right. What about the rest of you guys?
I
Halftime?
have the Saints marching in.
Well,
Halftime?
not the Falcons
I got
are
the
marching in. The
Saints.
Saints
I
are
got
just
the
going to
Saints.
defend their marching.
Anyone going? Tyler, you're going with the Panthers?
Nope, I got
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I'm dumb. I'm not that dumb.
This is the guy who picked Justin Tucker for the first pick in 2 years.
And I'll do it again.
I don't know why. I will be honest with you. If you're going to pick a kicker, I would pick him.
No, you know who I would pick? Kicker the kicker. You gotta pick him first next time, Tyler. All right, further, who you got? You got the
Where
Bucks?
we at? Oh,
Buck-
the Buccaneers, because they want to take care of business just as well. They don't want the Saints to, they don't want the Saints to take their spot in the playoffs. So once again, they got to take care of business. I'm going to say Bucks going to win this one too.
Right. So with the next one, Bears at the Packers. I got Green Bay.
I got Green Bay.
I have the Bears.
Holy shit.
I also have the Bears.
Ah!
For me, I'm like, I don't care. I already beat halftime. I'm second seed, so I don't care now.
The reason why is just Christian Watson's questionable. Wide receiver Jaden Reed is questionable. Their left guard's questionable. AJ Dillon's out. No, the Packers still can get it done. Also, that being said, they're also at Lambeau Field, giving them a huge advantage at having that home field. I still think the Bears might pull one out here and upset the Packers, changing the whole entire playoff scheme if that happens.
All right. What about this one? Broncos at the Raiders.
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 I have Denver.
You already said Raiders.
I didn't say Raiders. I said Denver.
Yeah. No, you said Raiders.
At no point did I say Raiders.
No, I said Raiders. No.
He said Raiders. AM
No.
said Raiders. I didn't even speak.
Tyler, you just said Raiders, so there you go.
I just doubted it, but my pick.
So there you go. He goes.
All right,
with
we'll go in
Raiders.
order next time. We'll hear everybody out.
Denver.
We'll go in
No,
order.
no, further is fine. He picked the Raiders.
Nope, I'm picking Denver.
No, you're picking.
There you go, Tyler. Tyler's the lone wolf.
He's finally growing a pair. But anyways, Eagles at the Giants.
I'm going last on this one.
Further.
Giants.
Halftime.
Eagles.
Tyler.
I said I'll go in last. You pick first.
No. No.
Everybody pick, Tyler.
I
the
didn't.
Giants.
I'm picking the Eagles here. But for my actual score prediction, I got the Giants. But for this one, I got the Eagles. Seattle or Arizona?
Seattle.
Seattle.
For me.
Now hear me out.
Tyler.
It would be
Mitch.
It would be
Cardinals
funny.
did beat the Eagles.
Yes.
See,
So there's a good chance that the Cardinals can beat Seattle.
but I do have
I
Seattle
know.
winning. But it would be funny.
Anyone here going Chargers?
No.
Tyler probably is.
Nope.
Damn.
Hold
on.
on. Anybody in Kansas City?
I looked at the wrong
Anybody in
game.
Kansas
Yeah, I
City
forgot
sitting
the
down?
I had the Chargers being the Chiefs. I looked at the San Francisco game.
I wish your friend that was just on here, the co-host, the guy that's the Seattle Seahawks fan, I wish he'd give his take because right now he would. Oh, we already moved on to the next. I was going to say Seattle has the number at Cardinals Stadium.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes,
to
I
the
have
Chiefs.
Chargers beating the
Okay.
Chiefs.
Hold on. Mahomes is not starting, and neither is their running back, a wider dude. The Chiefs aren't starting like anybody. So this could be a potential Chargers win and a Chiefs upset here. You remember, a lot of starting players will not be starting with Chiefs. You want me to name the list? I got to go back and see the depth chart, but there's going to be a ton of starting players that will not be starting with the Chiefs.
All right, we don't need to go through the whole depth chart for the last game.
Okay, Rice is not playing. Tony's
All right,
not
moving
playing.
along.
Smith is not playing.
All right, for the next
You know what?
one.
I'm going Chargers.
Okay. I'm going the Niners with this one.
I'm going
I
Rams.
go Niners.
49ers aren't starting anybody. Why would they? They got the seed. They got the first spot. A
I
loss
got
to
the
them means nothing.
I got the 49ers.
I got Rams. Rams need the win. Rams
Cowboys
need to take care of
at
business.
the Cowboys at the Commanders.
I'm going Commanders.
Gotta
They
go
are
Cowboys.
them boys.
Tyler.
I
Gotta
seriously
go.
do
I'm
got
going
Commanders
Cowboys, but
down 2-winning.
I'm hoping Washington wins.
Yeah, me too.
I got Bills on this because 2 starting players, Waddle and Mozart's out for the Dolphins. That's a huge factor, and that's why the Dolphins lost last week.
All right. And that's it.
I put 52, you bitch. I'm changing my.
I'm going 69.
I put 52. Me and Mitch are going to go to like an overtime if we tie.
All right, guys. So on that note, finally over. The Sunday morning show for the regular season has come to a close. Best show on the network. Can't wait for what is next. Hey, look who's here, halftime.
The playoff postseason, the
No,
preseason.
What's up, Charles?
Season
Charles,
show.
what is up, man? Thank you for stopping by. Charles is actually from the Bahamas.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, you guys got anything to say before we wrap this up? Because I have the Edge of Philly Sports pregame at 12 noon.
The Panthers are the best team in the NFL. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Okay.
Say it again.
The Panthers are the best team in the NFL. Adam Thielen had 1,000 yards. Miles Sanders did. And they have the best young quarterback in the whole league. That is all.
Someone clip that.
Flip it
Halftime, what about
tag at Hardcore Sports. Let it be known.
halftime?
Now,
What about you?
For purposes, for anyone who ever goes back to see the video, it was jokes.
No,
What
it
about
wasn't.
me? About what?
You got anything to say before we
Nah, I'm good.
close this up?
Nah,
Nah,
I'm
you're good.
Nah,
You're
I'm
good?
I'm good.
You're-
I'm good.
Kind of like so halftime. You were kind of good, like the Sixers were last night, defending the paint.
They sucked.
Exactly.
I mean, it was the Sixers game was bad. Let's not get into that.
Yeah.
This
Further,
is
what about
this
you?
is about football.
Further, what about yourself?
Are we doing like a hot take?
No.
I
Anything
want
you got
you
to
to
say
say
before?
goodbye.
Oh, say have everyone have a great end of the NFL season. Enjoy your football with your family, friends, wherever you might be. I'm Further AM, and this is Hardcore Sports, and thank you for having me, and I can't wait. Hopefully we do this next week again.
We'll wait and see. But on that note, shout out to Cool Cat.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's freaking go.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
And on that note,
And thank you for everyone tuning in. Thank you, everybody. I see everyone tuning. He's from Bahamas. That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
And on that note, guys, make sure you hit that like, subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. We are 89 away from 1,000. Catch you all later, and peace.